What's going on, guys? It's Deathstroke here, coming back with another motherfucking video, just to do something a little bit different than what we've been doing in the past. I've done weapon reviews, I've done how-tos, I've done, look at me, I'm fucking beasting, getting fucking 24-0, 42-1. Let's do something just a little bit different. In the beginning of this match, I get shit on over dumb shit. This is by far the stupidest fucking thing in the world. My kill turns into an assist and I get bumped off by a teammate. Go fuck yourself. Just saying, go fuck yourself. Alright, back on track. Alright, you with me? So now, we're just going to try something a little bit different. We are going to do top 5 things that Destiny needs to address in the Crucible. And really fix. It's not about buffs and nerfs so much. It's not about fixing this and that. It's about adjusting certain shit to where the fun factor not only comes back, but the fact of people just really can actually be consistent, and they can have a consistent play and a consistent time. And that, I think, means more to most people than anything else. Alright, coming in at number 5, we're going to start with consistency. You ever run up to a guy and blink strike and it just doesn't track? The auto track wasn't there. You know that the range of blink strike, you were in it. You were well within the range or any other melee, and it just didn't proc. It's like the game was, I don't know, lagging. So therefore, it was saying that, hey, this guy isn't where you think he is. That's the only reasoning that I can think of that the game would do that. But consistency is one of the biggest fucking issues in this game. Why can I shotgun you from 15 feet away one game, and then when I'm 3 feet away from you another game, I have to shoot you and then melee you, right? So consistency is a bitch. Not with fusions, not with just shotguns, not with snipers, with every fucking aspect of this game. It's the fact of, how is it even possible for me to shoot you at 3 feet and then have to follow up melee with something like a Matador when I just did it the game before from 15 fucking feet, no follow-up whatsoever, same amount of health. Let's talk about that. Coming in at number 4 is range. Why has range always been so fucked up in this game? How hard is the fucking graphical value to put on your weapon, right? So look at last word. Throwing it up right now. So look at last word, right? The value has always been super low, right? No matter what you do, the range value has always been low. So notice that in year 1, you were able to get those 111 procs from hip firing. You could do that at any range. The damage fall off wasn't even there. That doesn't make any sense. Yesterday I got mapped to my hopscotch program on first light while using a max range scout rifle. That makes no sense because damage fall off was supposedly fixed where they addressed those issues. So why has range always been so fucked up in this game? It's not hard. Just make the game, whatever algorithms that you have to do, Bungie, make the fucking ranges make sense. Make the ranges effective to where if it doesn't have a certain range, it's doing a whole lot of nothing. Sorry, my alarm went off. Doing a whole lot of nothing in the background. And that's just that. Simple as can be. Alright, moving on. Coming in at number 3, we have range perks, right? So range perks never really make sense in this game, just like a bunch of other shit. Range perks used to add, range finder specifically, used to add 20% additional to your range value. Now it adds 10 after it got nerfed way back when. The downfall is, I will aim down sights, me and an opponent will pull the trigger at the exact same time, and I will die or take more damage than them, and yet my shotgun has more than double the range and a good, quarter-inch more impact because their shotgun choice. How that makes any fucking sense whatsoever, nobody knows. But Bungie, get on that shit and fix it because it's fucking stupid. Moving on. Coming in at number 2, we are going to group together one of the most irritating things about this game and sought after topics, and that is hit detection on both supers and melees alike. So we're going to start with supers. Referencing the character I'm currently playing, Arcblade. It is most known for short stopping. You'll be right up on somebody and a foot out, you're like, boom, let me just... Why did you not take any damage? The strike was right there. I swung 2 feet out knowing that it has an extended lunge range, but it doesn't. Or when you clearly Fist of Havoc someone and they're within the given radius and it doesn't do any damage. Like the hit detection on people, especially with supers and people walking through them and doing any kind of crazy shit like that, it's just mind-numbing. I played a lot of Mayhem, and playing Mayhem and golden gunning people and them not taking any damage and like showing no hit, that doesn't make any sense. Hit detection is a real big issue, and I know it's shit like this to where the lag is so real that you can't do anything about it. And I understand that those two kind of do go hand in hand, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't need to be addressed as a whole. Okay, that when you swipe someone, you shouldn't have to swipe them twice. Also, on the same boat as hit detection, is that they need to address that there are certain one-shots. Golden Gun has the furthest range of any other super, and it has the most accuracy because it's a shot, unlike a hammer. But you have to arc blade a hammer twice, and you can just Golden Gun it once. So like that to me doesn't make any fucking sense, and that kind of needs to be addressed. Alright, moving on to our second topic within number 2 is melee range. Alright, or melee, however the fuck you want to say that word. I don't really care. I'm not going to complain. But melee range, okay? That's like such an aggravating topic because hunters used to be like the melee gods. Warlocks too. Warlocks were always, you know, they have a kind of repel style melee that was always really awesome. But hunters used to be really the melee gods because they could jump and they had that ease of access of jumping in such a quirky way that kind of threw you off. Right? It wasn't a slow and controlled glide toward you. It wasn't a Titan skate toward you. It was a jump, and if you use like Bones of Ao or something like that when they came out, you could really do some crazy shit, jumping off a lot of the ledges that were on maps and stuff. And then Blink Strike from like 15 feet away, like it used to be so insane on the amount of hit detection. But now it seems like Blink Strike constantly short stops, and you have to be like a foot away from them, thus taking away the blink in Blink Strike. It really takes away if it's going to be a surprise or not when it doesn't work and then you just land flat on your fucking ass right in front of the opponent. Yeah. So, you know, that's kind of an issue. And then you have something like the Titan melee, where it's completely unpredictable and doesn't really make any sense as a whole, where you will literally be able to melee someone. I had a dude run at me and he meleeed me from like 12 feet away. That didn't make any sense. Like, Titan melee is not that far, but he managed to do it flawlessly, mind you. I was at the top of my blink. He looked up, and his Titan came from below and meleeed me from 20 feet away again later on. And I was just like, this is so broken, I can't handle it. And we all know, last but not least, the most irritating melee in the game right now, which is a Stormcaller melee. And the ranges I've seen come out, if the opponent's lagging, they will hit you from what seems like 40 feet away. There's no way to defend against it. There's no way to predict against it. And it just makes the overall experience really shitty. Because it's already shitty enough when you're playing and it's like 20 feet away. Like normal. But when you're doing it and it's over 40 feet away, it just ruins the fucking experience. Alright, so that's that. Coming in at number 1 is one of the most trending topics there is when it's in regard to Destiny. And that is skill-based matchmaking versus connection-based matchmaking. Everybody seems to have an opinion on it, but which one do you think is really right? Do you really think that it would solve all the problems, or a majority of them, if they just made it all connection-based matchmaking, and eventually every now and then you had to go against those higher skilled opponents, but you still had a really good connection against them, so it gave you a fighting chance? Or do you think that skill-based matchmaking and being grouped in with people of your same skill level is more beneficial, where they don't take into account as highly whatever connections seem to be prevalent? What is your opinion on that? Do you, because for me, I want connection. I am all about playing people my same skill level. I don't want to constantly play people that I outskill, because I don't feel like in the end you're going to learn anything and you're going to get anything out of it. You're literally just going to beat them, and then that's going to be the end of it. But at the same time, you know, I am so for connection. I can't say that enough. I'm so for connection, because lag ruins a game. Every bit of lag and every bit of this irritation that most of us face, like this dude like appearing and disappearing and reappearing, it makes that next engagement not make any sense, because I don't know if he's going to do the same thing. I don't know if he's going to skip frames. I don't know if he's going to melee me through a rock. I can't predict what he's going to do. So if I want skill-based matchmaking, or I want something where my connection is solid and sound, and if that guy earned it, he got it, and those are my choices, I'm gonna take, if that guy bested me and he earned it, he got it, 10 times out of 10. Or I bested him, I earned exactly what I got. As much as I love playing people of my skill level, because it's just gonna make me that much better as a player, I choose the fact that I want a solid connection every time. And knowing that this game kind of lies when it comes to red-green bar and what that actually means sometimes, because we've all seen green bars lag, you can never tell. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Until next time, Deathstroke out.
Back home to you.